Hey everybody, what's up? Hope you guys are doing good today, and thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day to check this video out, man. I really appreciate it. And today I'm going to I'm going to give up another secret here. When I talk about secrets in my bass fishing thing, a lot of secrets aren't these big profound secrets. They're not like these big earth shattering secrets, but every single little tip that I'm sharing with you are ones that I've kept to myself for years as a competitive angler, because I thought that they might just give me some type of a slight edge, a few fish here and there, and they're really confidence boosters. So I think one of the things about a lot of these little tips and secrets I share with you all, I know they're going to add up to more fish, but I think more than anything else, a lot of times it gives you that extra degree of confidence that you may not have had before. And was today's tip. This is, sort of in line with that. And I'm going to share with you guys a secret color that I sort of stumbled on by accident that works really good in the month of March, pre-spawn. But hey, before we get started, just remind you guys, if you guys are ever interested in, ordering some of the stuff that I'm talking about here, some of the baits we're doing, I've included the Fish the Moment Tackle Warehouse link in this description. If you could use that link when you guys are ordering stuff and you want to support the channel Fish the Moment and what Johnny and I are doing, just use that link. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, I'll give you a little story here about how I discovered this color, how I came upon it. It came by accident, by chance really, and that's how a lot of things happen in tournament fishing. A lot of innovations and stuff we figure out in tournaments come about through necessity, based upon condition change and experimentation. In this particular case, I was fishing a Bassmaster tournament at Table Rock Lake. It's been quite a few years ago. This has got to be close to 20 years ago, 18, 20 years ago. And, I was doing pretty good in practice, like everybody else. It was pre-spawn of the year. Everybody was fishing a wiggle wart. And, everybody that fishes wiggle warts on Table Rock and Clearwater Lakes, they use like a brown phantom or green phantom. I don't care who's sponsored by who. It's, everybody's using a wiggle wart, in the pre-spawn at Table Rock. It's just sort of one of those, it's like going to Clear Lake in California and throwing a big swim bait, that type of a thing. So anyway, I was catching them, pretty good in practice on the green and brown phantom. And of course, the night before the tournament started, actually the afternoon, last day of practice, we just started getting hammered by rain. I'm talking, it was one of those deals where it rained like 6 inches overnight or in a day's time. Just, and it's, when you get that heavy rain in the springtime of year, it floods those creeks out and turns them really dirty, just immediately. And I was fishing up the lake anyway that had a little bit of color into it, but not much. I mean, it was probably, 5 foot of visibility when I was catching them in practice. And the first day of the tournament, I ran up to where I was fishing, and that water visibility had just gone down to next to nothing. It was like, I don't know, maybe, 6 to 8 inches visibility, where it had been 5 or 6. And, maybe no more than 10 or 12 inches. I mean, pretty dirty. And, way too dirty for a wiggle wart normally. It's Clearwater bait. So anyway, I tried to adapt and I tried to adjust and everything, and I picked up a big spinner bait and I started pitching a jig on the bank, and I knew those fish were committed there. The water was warm enough. It still wasn't chocolate milk. It had enough clarity where I knew the fish would bite, and I just really felt those fish were still up in that zone that I was catching them on the wiggle wart. So all I had with me was like green and brown phantoms. I had these Clearwater colors. So what I did I said, man, I need to use this crankbait, but I need to come up with a different color for it. So I got into my tackle box and I said, how can I make this particular crankbait darker? So the only thing I had to really do that was I had a black magic marker. This is the time before I started carrying fingernail polish. So I took that black magic marker and I stripped down the wiggle wart, sanded it down a little bit. This is in the tournament, and painted the whole thing black with a black magic marker. And when I put it in the water, the thing stood out pretty good. And I started using that thing, and right off the bat, I caught a 4-pounder and a 5-pounder and another one, probably 3 1/4. Sort of right at the end of the day, think like that. So, I had 3 good fish on the black wiggle wart, Went out the next day, caught a good limit, you know, wind up making a decent check in the tournament on the black wigglewort. So it got me thinking, it's like, I know that wasn't a fluke. I know that that would work in different situations. So what I did is I had my buddy, David Ryan, who owns Dave's Custom Baits. I gave him the bait, and you know, here it is, what we came up with. What it is, you know, I've got a black back on this thing. It sort of slowly fades to copper side with an orange belly. And I modified the solid black one because I knew that they wanted that dark color in that dirty water, but I knew there would be something better than solid black. So I experimented with a lot of different colors, and this is the one we came up with. And this particular color, I mean, it's, like I said, it's a custom painted one. You can't buy them like this, but you can see it's not a crawfish pattern. It's just like a dark black copper with the orange, which is always good in the springtime of the year. And I've been able to take it all over the country. What do you got? You got some trash there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll throw it in the trash can a little bit. No, don't throw. I like you. Okay, we'll get that here in a second. But so anyway, you know, I've taken it all over the country, and I've been able to use it here in Missouri anytime that I'm in dirty, off-colored water. I mean, up the river sections of the arm of the lake. I've been catching them recently at Table Rock, you know, since we had all that rain coming in lately. But you'll find that this color, you know, works really good, you know, anytime you've got water visibility of less than 12 inches. You gonna get that thing? Okay. Let me grab it here. There we go. There, we don't litter. Here, let's throw this away later. We don't litter.
And I'll throw it.
No, don't let him litter. Oh, don't let him litter that.
Where's the trash can?
Grab that from him. Grab it. Grab it. I got the boys with me here, guys, up at Lamar Lake. So anyway, that's the tip for today. If you guys want to give this a try, just try those dark colored black crankbaits in dirty water. I mean, just sort of get away from the crawfish patterns, even get away from the fire tigers. A lot of people go to the fire tiger patterns to offset dirty water, but I'm telling you, this black crankbait, you know, just with some little accent colors on there, will get you a lot of bites under those conditions. I did real good also another tournament. We had a tournament at Smith Lake in Alabama. We had the same type of weather conditions. We had a flood, a lot of water coming in the back of the creeks up there. And I wound up, you know, taking that black crankbait that I'd used at Table Rock and wound up making a good check in that tournament in an FLW tournament about 15 years ago. So anyway, that's today's tip. Give it a try. I know it's going to add up to some more fish. Works right now. I've never done any good in it once that water temperature gets above 60 degrees. This is like a 50 to 60 degree water temperature bait. When you have the combination of that water temperature and the clarities I'm talking about, it will definitely catch you some more fish. So anyway, hope you guys are doing good. I think the boys are getting a little tired of me doing a video, so we're gonna get back out there and see if we can catch another one here. Talk to you guys later. See you.